EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A solid stiff arm. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
From the gun, it's McDonald. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking to throw on second down. Edmonds. Amaro's got it, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on first down. Edmonds. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Edmonds. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Aviators have taken the early lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Hyde on the return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision. Right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
On second down, Farrell trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. McDonald sets to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McDonald. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pick up there. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Now it's Hyde on the return.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be. Exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen. Keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball?
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Aviators are able to stretch out their lead.
The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's McDonald to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. pick six, extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So plenty of fireworks here early, 35-0 now as the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Throwing is McDonald. He finds his man, complete. It's Person. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, McDonald firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down.
And now here's another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. To throw on second down, Edmonds. And a quick throw here, that's complete. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the
turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go play action with McDonald. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. London about set to take over on offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 9 now.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Edmonds. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. McDonald, and that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Farrell trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, McDonald.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On 1st and 10, McDonald Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On second down, Farrell. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Now a give, right side. Farrell. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. It reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Edmonds. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Tennessee offense set to go again.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
It's a gain of 20.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down. McDonald throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards.
On first down, McDonald. He finds his man. Complete. It's Person. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Let's go! 1st and goal, Tennessee.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. McDonald. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Looking to throw on second down. Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on second down, Edmonds. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Aviators are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, McDonald. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Farrell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. The Dolphins pick up that first victory after losses in their first 2 ball games. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. The Panthers get back over 500 as they win their second in 3 tries. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw. Edmonds to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Edmonds. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Aviators take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, the pressure comes, and it's blocked. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. They'll put that block on top of the nice lead that they have, and now it's trouble here in the 3rd quarter on the other sideline.
Well, I think it's more than trouble. They're just trying to figure out how to survive through this ball game now. They're about to really lay it down on them.
And they can just run some clock, get this thing to the 4th quarter, try to put it on cruise control. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Edmonds. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Edmonds. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's McDonald. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are able to get a score back. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Point after try forthcoming. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now here's a carry heading left.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 60 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Right back to him on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they could probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald holding it in, Nelson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
86.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, McDonald firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down now, Farrell. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. McDonald. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And it's a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Now, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 73 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to be met at about the 43. On 3rd and 2, Edmonds. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, McDonald finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, he finds his man, complete. That's Reynolds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McDonald throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
operating from the gun. McDonald.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. He finds his man, complete. It's Reynolds. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, McDonald. Looking sideline, incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. McDonald.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On now is the Titans punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Hyde. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. McDonald. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, McDonald. He finds his man, complete. It's Reynolds. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, McDonald. He finds his man, complete. It's Person. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop to 2-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.